Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nerds to Human, and welcome back to our Medieval 2 American Rebels campaign. And you join us in the Mayan part of the map, where, of course, we're very much hoping we can mop them up in the next episode or two, because this does look like one of those fairly isolated parts of the map that we should, with any luck, be able to get victory in. But we did have a little bit of a defeat outside Tikal last time. Our secondary army from Yaxchilan over there got itself destroyed, albeit causing quite a lot of damage to the old gentleman in the city there. But to finish him off, we do need to try and mop up some of these lads. So we're going to head into battle there before too long. Now, elsewhere over here in Campek, we've got one of the other three mine cities to take care of. But as per always, our main issue is a severe lack of actual troops, particularly frontline troops. So we're just going to have to see how we can do with what we've got, really. Yeah, as you can see here, not very many, and what there is isn't very experienced, so we are just going to struggle a little bit with actually holding our men in position. Nonetheless, we'll try something like that. That'll do for now. You guys get in as reinforcements. I'll put the siege underway, and yeah, we'll worry about that next time, I think. Right, with that sorted out, obviously the rest of the map is, well, you could say going better, but not really. Right, Touchland over here does have a few troops left in it, but the Spanish did wipe us out somewhere in these lowlands, so that was a problem. Not much we can do about those chaps. Tolakan, hopefully they'll attack us because, yes, I don't really fancy sallying forth, but we'll see about that in time. Pulled bow is fine. We're just feasting on octopus as we await our inevitable demise. And up in the north, we did, of course, lose Tongva, which is most unfortunate, as we were trying to outmaneuver their one settlement, but it is what it is. We need to take out these chaps, and in time we should be okay. If they want to attack us on the bridge, they can. If nothing else, will give us a chance with these guys just about turning up in the Comanche pad to come and finish the old backstab. Hopefully we'll be able to do that in time. We do have more troops coming up from good old Water Palm over here. But to start us off, we should start off with what is a fairly sizable battle over here in Tikal. So of course we want to take on this force standing outside the city. But it is a little bit of an interesting one because, oh, he wants to flee, does he? Interessante, interessante. So he's going to flee, which is good. It does leave the city an awful lot more vulnerable. We can take on these armies separately. Oh, absolutely marvellous. So I don't need to worry about him not having the equipment yet because these guys do. And we can still use those reinforcements to help us take down the town. Oh, yes. So this is going to be a bloody affair, I imagine. But hopefully we can use archers as much as possible. Shoot them down from a distance. This guy, yeah, does have a little bit on the old dread, which could be slightly worrying. They have extra morale as well. Energetics, a pretty nice trait, albeit not particularly of note for this battle. Fine, let's head in. Let's take them out. In we go then, and this first unit of Hornet throwers are going to severely get themselves murdered. Indeed, they're not very happy with all of this. Can they at least throw a Hornet or two up here? That would actually at least make it worth their while. No, they're going to go for a jog. Stop going for a jog and just throw your Hornet's nest in. Oh, they don't want to do it. Yeah, I seem to recall them being a little bit awkward about that kind of thing. Oh, well, we've got ourselves some reinforcements over here, which is absolutely lovely. So you chaps come and help us out. Now, as we do that, the rest of our troops are starting to arrive. Let's go and get these guys to run in over here. That will be absolutely lovely. Do we have any more ladders? There are just the odd little separate ladder. Okay, that's fine. You get yourselves in over there. We're going to grab some more ladder from the native chaps over there. You guys drop those off. And what I'd like, yeah, let's get the Jaguars to grab some of those. That'll be perfect. Right, we're in position now. These guys have been distracting. Hopefully they've actually bothered throwing in one of their one of their sets of Hornet peoples, but they're not going to have bothered, I suspect. So these guys are now got the ladder. You've got a ladder at the very least, so you might as well start running into this kind of direction. That was possibly me speaking English. I don't really know what I just said. And these guys have the single ladder in behind. Find another bit of wall. Yeah, go and attack that bit over there instead. Absolutely marvellous. You guys grab this ladder. Post haste, nice and quick. You guys deal with those Jaguar warriors. You're going to lose that battle, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. So. You get yourselves up there. You get yourselves over there. You get yourselves on this bit, I suppose. Yeah, everyone just start heading on in. That'll be absolutely marvellous. I think we've largely got most of our men in the right sort of direction at this point. So let's go and send you over there, send you over there, send you over hither. Alright, at this point, we'll grab archers, we'll sit them on top of this little hilllet over there, and we'll use those to help us out. And we'll send one more random unit in that direction. And we'll just keep some of these guys back here. Can you please die, sir? Then I can get one more unit of actual useful reinforcement. Oh, look, we've been attacked by hornets. Obviously, they haven't, but we have. Right, these guys are warmed up. They are eager and fairly fresh still. So that's problematic, but we're just going to have to pile numbers in over here. Okay, we've got the priests of Kukulan over there. You guys, can you try and get in and do something to all of that? You chaps over here. You chaps over here. Yeah, you go and throw some of your little nests into those chaps. You get yourself up here as well. And you, yes, start shooting some arrows in. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Okay, slowly and surely we're doing something. Don't quite know what. This guy unfortunately hasn't died, which is a little bit unfortunate. Keep trying to do that, sir. Keep trying. Yeah, the Hornet Throwers are actually doing their job at long last. It's going to annoy the hell out of these guys at the back. Yeah, it's definitely killing them. Definitely doing a bit of killing, which is very nice indeed. Keep throwing then, chaps. Get a few more of those in. And with that done, honestly, your job is probably largely done already, actually. So these chaps get into the rear. The Hornet's probably going to be an annoyance, actually. You know what, Mr. Hornet lads, you can finish the job back there. You'll be fine. No. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong guys. Yes. Get yourself killed. You say should probably be going just a little bit more quickly, please. Oh look, they've already got the ladder there. That's absolutely fine. How is the rest of this battle going, by the way? It says that we're climbing the walls 12 to 50. Wow, we've done this well. Didn't quite expect that. I know I've got more reinforcements in reserve. But I'm surprised we're doing that well. Yeah, not surprised at those Jaguars beating us over that side of the world. But it's not the end of it, really. I reckon we'll be fine. We'll just run some of these lads around. If they want to come and attack us over here, then, yeah, we'll just hit them in the flank. Our archers just trying to take out a few of the Jaguar warriors here or there. They just shouted spear wall, but then immediately they realised they had no spears and decided to get themselves shot instead, which is probably a bit unfortunate for them, but pretty much what I want to see. So they're not doing too well, which is just perfect. And yeah, we can start to land some shots into Supreme War Captain's Guard pretty soon. We'll just start wandering some more of our lovely Hornet Throwers ever closer. They're coming in for a charge. How marvellous is that? So all my Hornet Throwers, oh yeah, you can just throw in to your heart's delight. They are smothered in Hornets now, and they're actually off the plaza, which is somewhat fun, because that should at least mean oh yes, look at that, the Hornets are going to be tearing them apart. Yeah, we might well just get a lucky victory, actually, if they'll break at the right moment. We'll just get the archers to shoot into the very rear units, and my infantry might as well just go on to guard mode for the time being. We'll let the missiles do their work, and we'll just hold in position. So it looks like we might finally have ourselves some sort of a sensible victory. It's good to start the episode off in the right way. There's the general at the front. Well done, my good... I'm assuming that's the general. I mean, to be fair, they're all kind of quite spectacular, but he definitely looks like the most spectacular here. He's got purple, damn it, and that makes him a hero. Largely, they are... yeah, they're getting chunked down, aren't they? If nothing else, just by the missiles. Just continue to throw in your missiles. You're doing, yeah, pretty much cleared them out at this point. They are not looking too hot. Okay, I think we've managed to hornet our own lads at this point, but if I'm honest, my good sirs, that probably isn't the worst thing in the world, because, yeah, at the very least, at least you can try and win this battle. Right, you continue to shoot into the rear of them, and at this point, all infantry get off the defensive mode now and just charge in. Just charge on in. All of you guys, get on to hand-to-hand combat, take on this captain's guard. He's still got quite a few of him left. No idea really how these hornets work. They're just a nuisance as far as I can see, but we did see them actually kill a few people earlier, so that's nice. Maybe we'll have to experiment with it just a little bit, but victory looks like it's ours. A heroic final stand then for the general, who is pretty much fighting by his lonesome. No idea where number 2 in his unit is. He doesn't seem to exist. But my, does this guy take a beating. I thought this was going to be fairly simple to take Tikal, but yeah, we lost the opening battle here. And the second one, well, we've lost a lot. We have lost a lot. I know it says over here 22%, but that's mainly down to the fact that we have an awful lot of men in reserve. We still probably have a good 8 or so units who haven't yet entered the battlefield. So this guy will seriously not die, and I spoke at the wrong time there, and that should be the battle. Indeed, there is literally one lollipop man there left on the plaza. Doesn't seem to realise what's going on. He gets shot in the old flank, I think. Let's just shoot him down. There we go. He's even facing the wrong way. What an absolute numpty, but he does seem to be very good at dodging arrows. Yeah, well, maybe we'll lose yet. Unbelievably, we're actually about to lose on timer here. The Hornets have done the job. Oh dear. Oh dear. Victory is ours. We'll feast on the Hornet-fled corpses. Praise be, we finally have ourselves the city of Tikal, and to be honest, I guess we'll sack it, but I'm not sure that really makes an awful lot of difference to us. I guess if we occupied, we might have been able to get some Jaguars if we had any money, but of course, we don't have any at all. So, this is at least fairly well developed. I could go and smash the place up, but I probably don't want to. Now, this is the reinforcement army, of course. Not doing too badly. We did lose a fair chunk of our Jaguar warriors, and that is kind of what we need to have any success on the battlefield with them. But it is what it is. We'll merge all of these guys as well, and honestly, there's not much of value there to help us out. Now, what else have we got? Yeah, pretty much that. They didn't really have any movement points. That is most unfortunate. So if you chaps would, yeah, they can just about get that far. That's okay. And there we are, full stack. We'll take on Captain Men next time. But for now, we can leave them. That battle took forever, as you might well expect, from the timer nearly reaching 0. Honestly, that last chap withstood an entire unit rounds of archery arrows. That's what they are, archery arrows. I can speak me English good. Anyhow, what are we doing? I don't know. Oh yes, there was a battle up north with the Apaches. Let's get straight on to this immediately. Then we have Captain Hota to take out 3 units of Apache Braves, who are decent enough little units. Some dog soldiers who, you know, are fine. And we, at the very least, can match them and hopefully just slaughter them with sheer numbers. Let's go. It is very, very sad when you have as a beautiful a defensive position as this, and they force you to attack. Well, I suppose I'm the attacker, but it is just a little bit disappointing, isn't it? It would be beautiful to take them out from range, but oh no, he says he is just about to move, and they started trickling forward. Sadly, I don't think they're going to come all the way here, so I think I'm going to have to send my men forward. But I can probably go and grab the hill there on that left flank, so I guess that's what we're going to do. They must be well in range at this point, and I've got a pretty nice height advantage, so I reckon, yeah, I'll be in a good position indeed. Don't know why we're on fire arrows, albeit it's probably quite annoying when you're in a desert. So. Let's go and grab infantry. You guys run into position over here, because if they're going to charge in at us, I'd very much like to use the charge bonus off this hill to help us out. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to charge into those chaps. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Let's just grab the rest of our infantry. Swinging out to the front here. Thank you very, very much. Have a little bit of a charge. Just push them into the position we want them. They're now running away, which is probably for the better, because we will just shoot them down with missiles. That's what we want. The more they're jigging around, the less we're the ones getting shot, which is kind of what I want, to be honest. So that works for me. And just to make things a little bit better for us, they are using fire arrows, which you'd imagine aren't going to be the most accurate things in the world. But as I say that, they did just do fairly well. We've lost 1%, they've lost 43%. Oh, this is going much better than I realised it even was. Okay, we'll charge our men forward. In fact, we probably don't need to do that. We probably can just leave them back here. But we will send just one unit there just to poke them. Just so they stop shooting us for a moment. It might well. Yeah, that's a break. That's a break. There's another break. Hack them down. They might well get distracted by trying to take us on. Patching Braves. I think we've got one of ours caught out there. But they're well in range of us still. Use these guys just as a bit of bait. Pull them around the battlefield. Oh, this is what I like. Pulling the AI around. Showing them exactly where I want them. Yeah, turn your backs to my arrows, you utter fools. That is just perfect. Okay, you guys just keep charging them down at this point, to be honest. Missiles are fairly happy. Are they going to withdraw? I don't think they will, because this isn't Rome Remastered, but it does look awfully like that's what they're doing at this point. So one way or another, we do need to get our men moving in this general direction. Okay, get yourselves moving. Get yourselves over here. Yeah, they were foolish, but they seem to have figured out that it was a bad idea by now. And 73%. Okie pokey. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, but at this point it's pretty much just a chase, and I suspect they're going to get away. They probably will. That hill does look rather delicious, and they're going to stop to take us on, are they? Very, very foolish indeed, because my arrows are now going to arrive to take you down. I hope that's their guy, not ours. Does awfully look like their leader and not ours at this point. So they're now broken, and that indeed is the battle. All missiles. Stop your shooting, charge them down in person to person, and murder them all. Well done. With that victory then, I think it's time to send 1 or 2 units out to scout ahead of us when we get an opportunity, because I very much need to know what's going on. Now these forces, I really don't want to lose them, but I should probably be taking back my village first and worrying about all the rest of it later. I guess we'll have to see how it goes, but I think we're pretty much at a place to end the turn right now. We found ourselves a couple nice victories. We've got Ganpek coming up. We'll see if there's any reinforcements to take us on there. Don't really know. There's too much forest around here. You can't really see anything, but it's at least nice to see some of the map. Doesn't look like there's anyone obvious hanging around, but I guess to say in the forest you never quite know. Let's end our turn. And it turns out they do have themselves a nice big force over here, so oh dear, this isn't going to end very well, is it? I think we know what's going to happen here. We're going to get slaughtered, albeit they don't have a general. It's got old Captain Akin, so we could take him out theoretically, but yeah, there's still a general in the main city there, albeit it does seem like he is pretty darn terrible. Nonetheless, I'm not feeling too confident, suffice to say. There are some reinforcements though, not sure how useful they might end up being, but you know, we'll give it a go. Let's try, let's head into battle. As ever, the AI pick a completely horrendous day to do battle, but we do have a few reinforcements. I've just set them on to shooting stance, so with any luck, before they get too close, we will get some of our reinforcements to cause them a few problems. Might just distract them, if nothing else. I am standing right at the back of the battlefield. There we go, they are arriving now, and yes, we'll just get ourselves shuffled around just a little bit. Marvellous. Yes, so I'm not feeling overly confident, suffice to say, but I'm hoping that we can get a few. Where are our reinforcements? Just a little bit further away than I would like, actually, aren't they? Indeed they are. So, are they running their Hornet throwers forward? They are indeed. Okie pokey, we'll just send 1 unit to charge in nice and quick, just to clear them off before they cause us problems. Their javelin men, likewise. 2 men. get yourselves forward nice and quick. You back into your line. Thank you very much, my good sir. We're going to put this back onto normal. My javelinmen are now horneted. Unfortunately, they got a couple javelins in. Nothing too bad. Okay, they are now in an interesting position. You charge forward, you charge back into them. That'll be fine. And you two just try and hit them for a moment. Actually, you need to get back into position. Just try and get a little bit of some... They're a little bit distracted. Okay. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hornets, hornets, hornets. Start throwing in the best you can. And at this point, start getting some of our men in the back, if at all possible. Okay. So. I don't even really know what I have and haven't clicked on at this point. But the main thing is we're going to try and get around. And our archers are... our archers are unfortunately doing the whole round away thing. Not really what I wanted. But hey-ho, that just sometimes happens. Once again, no idea what's going on because of the flashing hornet lights. But we'll get into the flank as much as possible. Hornets, everyone's horneted. Can my hornet throwers please try and get as close as possible to all of theirs? That would be marvellous. Again, what is even going on here? They're wavering, so we're actually doing pretty well by the looks of it. Okay, where are the reinforcements? They look like they are gonna... they're gonna lose that battle really badly. Where are the enemy? Oh, they're down the hill from them. Okay, good a shootout. Shoot them from a distance. I can't remember which mod, by the way, this thing's from. I can't recall off the top of my head, but anyway, that is installed for this. And it looks like we've got a break here or there. Yeah, we've got some big breaks, actually. Got some big breaks. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on. Here we are. Fine. So our guard are standing steady. We need to just get into whoever we can. And over on this side of the battlefield, are they still fighting? They're routing. Okay, give them a little bit of a chase, but not too much. I could do with... Yeah, just catching as many as I can in this part of the world. Yeah, the Temple Guard needs to be finished. Fine, bring back as many of these as possible. Just get back into position, my good general. They are now routing as well. Do not let them get away. Come on. Finish them off. Temple Guard are strong enough. It's really hard to catch troops in this game as it is. Let alone the fact that they are, yes, unfortunately, going to be a little bit speedy, and we don't have ourselves anyone who can chase them down. Now, of course, the factions on this can actually learn techs. It's one of the sort of little features they're playing around with on this particular expansion. So quite a few of the factions can gradually pick up things like cavalry. I'm pretty certain the introduction to something about the Apache be very quick to pick up these sort of things from the people that they meet in the New World, such as the Spanish and whatnot. But yeah, I'm not sure that we're going to get any of that, actually. I suspect we're going to have a lot of problems when it comes to not being able to get any useful text. So sadly we have to do whatever we can. Right, we need to get as many men forward as possible. Let's just start charging in. They are sending a few men in over here. We're going to get some around the back, around the side as much as possible. And yeah, we're just going to get another charge in. Archers are doing a decent enough job. There are some units in the back who've been distracting them, but they are now routing. Hopefully they've done something, maybe anything useful. I don't know. Flaming arrows. I don't think they do less in terms of morale in this kind of weather, but certainly... Oh, God, the allies are gone. Okay. Yes. So, we're in trouble, aren't we? How many of their guys are fighting properly? They're still going fairly strong, actually. Yeah. I don't think our morale's going to be any worse, or their morale's going to be hit any differently because of the rain, but of course it will make an effect to the siege equipment if you try and burn it down. Nonetheless, it still kind of feels wrong in this weather. I'm really, really in trouble at this point, aren't I? Problem is, can't chase them down. Even one unit of scouts, even one unit would make all the world of difference. And I have an awful lot of men who are routing, and I wasn't even aware of it. So, okay. You get yourself into there. You guys just throw in something like that. Are they running the opposite direction to where I told them it would actually tell them to do this? I don't know, but that should work anyway. Route them, please. We are struggling. Right, anyone who's left in that, just attack at this point. But we're pretty much in big trouble at this stage. Hit the lollipop men, please, as hard as you can. The Temple Guard just fight forever, which is why I wanted to capture them when I had the opportunity. But no, we're mostly gone now. So this is unfortunate. The mines are supposed to be like easier to kill, weren't they? I'm sure that's what I said. Oh no. Okay, at this point, all the archers are better off being hand to hand and just sheer numbers. Get in there. Get in there and cut them down. There's the leader, actually. There's the leader. Let's just get all in. I mean, we tried this before and it doesn't work, but we're just going to get all in on the leader. I love the leader. No, leader. Yeah, let's go and take him out. Let's try and actually finally take one at long last. Take one out. No, we're just routing instantly. I mean, we're not going to win this campaign, are we? We're really not. It's going to be a painful affair. Our allies killed all of one person, so that was good. That was really good. We did okay. We did okay, but sadly, we couldn't do enough. And so the pain continues then on to the Tarascans, and Tolokan will, well, we should be able to defend, you would think, but we will see, I suppose. They have some... I'm fed up with the priests. I can't kill... And these generals. I'm going to kill one general today. I must. It's the only way. Let's go. In we come then, and because it's Medieval 2, our arrows will do absolutely nothing, I suspect. Oh, I do miss the Rome Total War version of the arrows. It's much more satisfying to watch, and yeah, also in their results, much more brutal. Nonetheless, we've got plenty of missiles coming in, so it should be able to slightly butter them up before they arrive. We're going to try and get these 4 towers on to do as much as we can. Hopefully that will do the job. I guess it would be useful to burn down the ram, but that's not going to happen. So we'll just try and kill as many as we can at this point. Let's just see who have we got is actually in range. Pretty much all of you. You just have to do the best you can at this point. So shoot them down. Get as many of them whittled away as possible. Actually, try and get some damage on the general. Probably won't kill them, but yeah, the cursed chickens are hopefully going to end up in the rotisserie, but we can only pray, my good sir. We can only pray for now. It's as many arrows as we can land on them. So how are we doing? 30, 45. Oh gosh, this is a terrible wall. Okay, so we're going to run back over there. What are you 2 units? I didn't set you up. Ah, you're my good units. I knew I had some decent infantry somewhere. Oh well, get into position over there, please. That will be absolutely marvellous. And apparently they're already through the gates. That was a lot quicker than I was anticipating. Okay, having just said, obviously, that we're going to lose the gates almost immediately. Fine. So what we need to do at this point then, I guess, is get as many of these archers into a supporting position as possible. I guess we'll do something a little like that, although probably could do with a couple of them being over here, although of course the place position in cities is just a little bit awkward, isn't it? Okay, all of you get running like right now. Run away. Like now. Any of you? There we go. Right, let's see how many we kill. About 8. Almost nothing. Absolutely worthless. Wolves just mean absolutely nothing. The general's charging us down. There's no way he should catch us, but he probably will. Why is he catching us? I don't know. Anyway, looks like we will largely... they're going to get themselves caught. Just get out of there! It's literally not your job. Your archers, go away. Right. Archers. Run. Runnity. Right. Okay, you sirs, get yourself into there. And hopefully, with the general at the front, we might just be able to kill him. And then that gives us the possibility of actually winning something. And that would be absolutely lovely. At some point today, it would be nice to win a battle. Now, get these guys into the spear throws, you into Mr. Cluck Clucks here at the front. Down to not too many already, which is very nice indeed. And the rest just need to be shooting as many arrows as they can into the general pile of soon-to-be corpses. Let's start going over to fire, which may be annoyingly inaccurate, but hopefully just does a little bit of a morale push, which is kind of what we want at this point. Where is their general? Unfortunately, I think he's been pushed a little bit further back behind the lines than I'd like. We'll just keep on doing as much damage as we can. Still got arrows from the side. I'm glad I put them over there. Okay, we've lost a couple men. Is it? No, that's just my banners flashing. You can't read my banners anymore. Right, we're doing alright. We're losing our best. Our leader's dead. Well done. Our leader is dead. We still failed to manage to keep him alive. And without the Jaguar Warriors next time, we might well struggle, but I guess we'll just have to see if there is a next time. For now, we will just do the best we can. So, keep on shooting him. How are we doing for arrows? About halfway down the pack. Down to 5 with their general. If we can kill their general, we should, yeah, there's a few shaken and steady. We should be able to do this if we can take him out. Into the war captain, if at all possible to reach him. We really, really should be taking him down. Down to 2. We should get him now. There we go! Shot by 700 arrows. We finally killed a general, ladies and gents. I'm not completely incompetent, although my men largely are. Look at that. They are fleeing from the battle in terror! Swipe them down. Swipe them down. Knock them down. Shoot them down. Woohoo! Victory is ours. Thank Jeebus and all of the sun gods. Hilariously, as I was chasing them down, I realised there's a big red arrow inside the city. So if this lad just got itself together, he might have been able to take the city by himself. But alas, no. His friends are dead. He's soon to be dead. And the rest of his friends are also very dead. Are we going to get rid of him? There we go. A victory at long last, ladies and gents. It's a beautiful thing. It's a new turn and I'm ready for a brand new disaster, and in the end turn we also had the mines just walk into this town over here, which is a bit unfortunate. I think it's just 1 unit, 2 units. It did look like a rather small amount of men. Now my towns do look like they're quite happy to rebel. It doesn't look like theirs are though, which is a little bit unfortunate. I quite like the old rebellion here or there. Nonetheless, I hopefully, as long as the Spanish don't go and take out another one of my armies, I should still have enough to go and finish off the mines. Please to God, just let me finish them off. I say finish them off as if I'd done anything to them. They've taken a town, I've taken a town. Literally nothing else has happened. So that's that. As for Tolokan, well, we only have 9 of our Jaguars left, which is a little unfortunate. If we could afford anything, we could at least get some Aztec spearmen, but again, they're not all that useful, all things considered. So, this chap over here needs to slowly... Oh, I forgot about that town. Which is kind of why I was going around that way in the first place, I think, but then I lost that town. So, gosh, I'm losing my voice and everything. Yeah, not the best. That'll just continue to sit around. What we really need to do then is start making our move up in the north now. Now. This force, can he see him? We can reach him. Well, we'll see about that, because I reckon if we just try and move around this guy now, we could have an interesting little game to play. Because I reckon, can we get there before him? I don't know. Now, as for all of this nonsense over here, we've got over a full stack. So, what do we want to do? We've got ourselves some decent infantry. First and foremost, we really need to have some infantry. And that's one thing I like about our forces in this part of the world. We do have some lads who can actually fight. Just a little bit anyway. So, Get you forward, a bit of experience on you, and then we're pretty much out of anyone who's any good at, well, anything, to be honest. So, what do we have? We have a couple dog soldiers. I reckon we'll need to probably just bolster out of a huge pile of archers as much as we can. But to be honest, I do think we just need more infantry. So this will have to do. Okay, and you can just hang around, act as a scout of sorts. I'll tell you what, we'll do it that way around, and then those 48 can wander over there and just see what they can see. Good, 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 good. So you do the same. Now, of course, when you play as the Apache or something, you can call a sort of Crusader Jihad thing. I can't remember what they're called now. But you have all those sorts of powers as well, which makes a huge difference. Honestly, playing as the Apache is... well, their units aren't great. They're not as good as the other units, but the sheer number that you basically can pull out and just huge piles of free armies with your sort of jihad button. Oh, it's magnificent. They do come from the north and storm everything, which is just marvellous. This guy, sadly, is going to pounce on us. And we're going to lose the old water palm town, but it's probably not the end of the world. I'm just going to retreat over to the Rio Grande, as I suggested in the opening episode, or last episode. So continue to get whoever's in this direction over here. Well, obviously they're already clicked there, but I just want to remind myself whereabout they are. Alabama, and you are just in the middle of nowhere. One day they will all arrive and we'll actually have some troops once again. But as for the rest of this, honestly, just the Central is just a matter of waiting to lose, isn't it? It truly is. Even Pulpo, I'm a little bit like... the rest of this hasn't worked out, so how am I going to make any of this work? They've got 2 new towns in the meantime. So should I just flee? Possibly. It's good to counterattack in this direction. Are you empty? No, I just can't see it properly. They'll probably attack me and kill me anyway, but those, I think that's the remnants of the Tarascan army are just killed, aren't they? So we should be able to finish them off. But I don't think there's much point trying to hold off in that area anymore. Now, it's not worth sending them any further, really. Pulpo is pretty much the extent to which I can manage anything. Fine, I think it's time to end our turn. Just have a little check that I haven't missed anything down here. I'm not sure I want to send this army from Chetamala right now. If they want to take anyone on, I'd rather we do it from a defensive situation. And as for all of this, like in Tikal, honestly, they're pretty useless, but at the very least they can stand in the town. And you know what? That might be what I do for one of those units. So, we've got some men in the right sort of positions, but we've lost our auxiliary force in Tochland now, so we're going to have to... It's really all or nothing at this point, and yeah, it's probably going to be nothing. As ever, we decide to ambush people with 3 men who are just supposed to be hiding in the forest, but we killed 1, so I'll take it. So Water Palm has been lost, and yes, Tikal is now under siege, which isn't really what the plan was, but that might mean they're a little bit empty up north. So let's have a little... Okay, we're ambushed. Let's just withdraw for a moment. So they have a little bit more up here, but not as much as you might think or hope. Okay. Is it imperative that I deal with Tikal? Probably, because otherwise they're just going to start mopping me up from behind. So I think I'm going to have to immediately head back over to Tikal, which is not what I wanted to do, but probably is what I have to. Unless, of course, I've got just about enough to go and take this, because I have had some new units pop up in this part of the world. Okay. How much do I need? Probably a lot more than I think, and they've already got a 3rd unit out. Oh, I really, really can't be throwing away my armies. I really can't be splitting them up. We need to head back to Tikal. I'm sending all of them back to Tikal because I'm going to need the whole army to win this battle. That much is almost certainly true. And as for this, I'm not going to go for it, but... Oh, okay. They are quite basic chaps. Obviously, so are mine. So This is annoying. Okay, I do have that reinforcement force on their way. They will make it very soon. We've got you in Pontchartrain. Can't make it any further, but we can at least... Yeah, we'll keep these guys over here. And we'll see what we can do. Now, they've got enough there where I don't want to send my forces from that direction. Okie dokie. Some Aztecs are keeping an eye on us. Not the end of the world. And we'll just keep on plodding off in this direction. Nothing too exciting going on. They're squared up to us over here, but nothing much more. You run around. You... Oh, we literally can't go around this. Can we just walk on the beach? No. We can't do any of that, apparently. Apparently, we can't do any of that. Fine. They're dead. They are all very, very much dead. Now, these guys are being chased, which is interesting. We'll just continue to move in this direction. Now, if you want to take us on the bridge again, I'm quite happy to. I might as well stop in that position. You get towards there. Right, we can see there's a few more men hanging around on that bridge. And what about in this direction? Okay, there's still another little section of forces. So we kind of know largely where they are. Okay, what do I want to do? I can... If I can get to that city before them, I'll win. So, send this force to go and take on them. There's a few men outside the town. That's not a problem. I can deal with them. Okay, we might still have a chance against the Apaches. Oh dear, this is all going so badly. This little game of cat and mouse has suddenly got very, very interesting because, of course, this is a general here, and I would quite like nabbing him for myself, if at all possible. And our reinforcements are now wandering in the right direction. We're not quite... I think the town's right up in the north there, but we're not too far away at this point. Certainly if we can get to the town... We can't quite get to the town, annoyingly. But, yes, next time we can take that, then we can swing back eastward and try and take this out. If I could leave a force alive, that would really be the best case scenario, actually, because I want to grab myself a general if in any way possible. Best way of doing that is to leave one out in the field. That is going to be lovely. So you can, you go over here, and at this point, I think you, sir, can be the last one who moves in that direction, but the rest of you can start moving down to the river over here, because what I probably want to start doing is thinking, he's thinking he's going to win one battle and he's already planning for the next stage. But no, we do need to move these forces now over towards the Rio Grande instead. It's probably for the better, and at least we can try and hold this kind of border along here between the major rivers and all of that nonsense. So yes, we have Tongva hopefully in the next turn. There's no wall there, so that will fall immediately with any luck. Not sure how much the Apaches have, but I have more men coming over here. So one of the armies is going to be free to head off, and the other one will just trap him over the wrong side of the river, which is probably what we want to see. Now, as for this part of the world, we do have this little force in the field here, but I'm not going to get in their way. I could try and take out the Tarascans. I mean, the whole point of of trying to give up, or we're trying to make them attack the town over here, was so that we could weaken them enough. But we have also given them a bit of territory in the meantime, or just this one here actually. Now, if this could attack that, that'd be ideal, I would suggest, but sadly not. So. Let's just march back in this direction, because these guys are trapped here no matter what, so they might as well keep them distracted. Now, they can't actually reinforce that, can they? No, they can't. Okay. So. We can definitely take this town right here. Alright then. Let's go for that. Let's just get some sort of a victory under our belt. And likewise, let's just grab as much as we can. One ram, one tower is plenty. A big bunch of ladders will do the job. Oh yeah, we can at the very least take that. We can weaken them down. If we can, again, play the manoeuvring game, we might be able to get ourselves a little bit of luck. Speaking of manoeuvres, yes, what are we doing down here? Tikal didn't get attacked on the end turn. But, yeah, there's a good chance we can win that. I might want to go and clear them off. But what I can do in the meantime is grab my units from Pontonchan and head over to Shikalanko even. So, with that, we're going to smash down the walls with all the rams in the world. They're fairly trash units, actually. But, of course, we are complete trash ourselves. And until we got that general, we are going to continue being useless. So, we have Uxmal over here. We have more troops in this part of the world. There's Chichen Itza. So, with Chichen Itza in sight, we're going to withdraw. Just maybe hang out, I don't know, over here or something like that. That's fine by me. And we've got a few random reinforcements over here. We can use, I'll tell you what, we can use one of you just to hold off in the town. And the rest, honestly, I just can't see what's going on in these forests. They're just going to constantly be hidden. So I guess what works in their favour. But I don't really like it. So we've just got to hope that we can pick them off in time. One down here, another one here, and then we've got the last three. But do I want to... I tell you what, I'm going to give them an opportunity to attack. And if not, I'll attack them next turn. Anyway, pretty much out of movement. Actually, no, I'm not. I've just started my movement. Anyway, ignore that. We'll give them another turn to attack. If they don't want to do it, then I'm quite happy to take them on in the field. Unsurprisingly, our scouts are getting picked off, but we just about managed to pull away from them. They're now not besieging the city. Interesting, interesting. So my army now can pick them off in the field. They're sending yet more over here, though. So, oh, and more over here as well. How many armies do they have? Too many. Too many is the answer, and there's no landing from the Spanish, which is what I'd very much like to see. So we can just about see those islands there. How lovely. No, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble, aren't we? I think so. Right, you get back in the city. There's a scout around there who, again, is going to cause problems. Let's just focus on the north of the map. I like the north of the map. North of the map is where I feel like confidence is slightly taking hold. Now, let's just keep poking. There's the Apache camp, and right, plenty of men in the town, sadly. But we can get behind this guy. Now, best, I think, would be to go around to the river. We can bide our time with the Apache camp, but we do need to head into Tonga River right now and try and get ourselves back in the right direction. So, faction air needs to go down. Dauntless, that's not what I want to see, but I guess we'll just have to be shooting them as much as possible with our arrows. So that's what we're going to do. Into battle. It's a simple enough plan then. We obviously know the layout of this town from an earlier battle, but this time we are, of course, the attackers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my men up at the top of the hill here. Now this is blocked off as buildings technically, so I'm going to use the high ground to shoot down into them. Let's just start running because we're going to start getting into range of them very, very soon indeed. Indeed, we are already in range of their missiles. So let's get ourselves up here. Let's disable skirmish mode and let's immediately start shooting into them. Now, hopefully, we're not going to lose too much here, but as soon as we have like an entire force of archers shooting in on one unit, that will hopefully clear them out, although apparently they've got a few more as well a little bit further back, so we should probably just slightly tweak our aiming. Nonetheless, we'll hopefully get some good damage done very, very quickly. So the general's men are coming forward. Okay, that is interesting. So I'm going to say you three move back, and I'm going to get all of these guys straight into him and just literally just murder, 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 and murder again. I just told you all to all infantry. Just attack him, please. All infantry attack. Thank you. Now, well, he's immediately turned around because the game is a complete joke like that. There we go. Now they want to attack us. Fine. Fine, 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 fine. Okay, well, we'll attack them from the rear if that's what they want to do. We try and get some men into this position because I was trying to move you around and you decided to start ignoring me. Right, and now they're they're just turning into these guys, which isn't what I wanted. Can we please just take him out? He's already annoying me profusely. 5% to 23, that's fine, but we probably lost a lot more than I wanted to in that moment. Can we just get this general? That's really the only thing that matters. The Apache Brave are fine, but they're hacking down too many of us. In the meantime, archers, get yourselves back into position, you chaps. If you can get yourselves over there, that would please me. Good. Run forward. Get into position. And on my infantry, actually do something. They just will not listen. It's ridiculous. Get inside the city and start murdering. That's literally your only job. Right. This already is not going very much the way that I wanted it to. I'm losing way too many men. It's not what I wanted to see. There goes the general. No announcement. Was that my general then or theirs? It's theirs! Woohoo! The chief's son is dead. So at this point, we're just going to get the infantry to just pull out. And we'll just let the missiles do the work, which is what really the battle is supposed to be, to be honest. Just the general decided to come forward and make life a little bit awkward. At this point then, we are just starting to pick off those who are running forward at us. There's a few Apache Braves at the front who are fairly well standing, but by and large we are just shooting down the rest of them with the arrows. We'll hopefully get moving forward. My hope was basically to use the native warriors as a defensive guard and just kind of hold off anything as we shoot them, but sadly that is not quite how it's all turned out. Nonetheless, if we start getting all of our men over here, so they actually start doing what I want them to, there we go, then they rout almost immediately. See, I actually know how to battle me, but my men are useless. Yeah, some of these slightly more updated versions of the battle maps have some odd things that start happening. Fine, let's just start pulling out and just use the arrows once again. That's probably for the best. And eventually it just does come down to shooting them like rabbits. Indeed, the rabbit boys are now entirely taken out, I think. Indeed they are. So, yeah, just a few more men to shoot down. And pretty much that's the victory right there. A few more infantry lost than I wanted. But, yeah, not too bad. 262. I would have liked that to be less. But can't have everything. We'll take the town. And with that, we will immediately march back in the opposite direction. Honestly, there's not a lot of point to any of those options for us, so we will just do that. We'll merge what we've got. We'll leave this one lad inside the city. He can look after it. Well done, Steve. Do a good job, please. We'll head back over to the Apache camp. And you, sir, can just move to that bridge. So there is a little bit of a force hanging around. Now, I don't really like these guys hanging quite so close to a big force as that. So we'll just bring them back in this direction. We're in a much better position now than we were before. But, yeah, this is still very, very, very painful and slow going. Okay, I will leave you for now then, ladies and gentlemen. It's been another mixed bag. Suffice to say, you might have thought by episode 2 we would actually have killed a faction, you know, like Apache start with 1 territory, or like the Mayans who are just in a corner and I have about 12 cities worth of armies to attack them with. Yeah, you might think that that would work out, but it really hasn't, has it? No. The mines are proving to be very, very difficult indeed. Maybe it's just meant to be a big, great northern invasion. We will see about that in time, but for now, the Apaches are definitely looking on the ropes. So I have to see how that goes in time. But for now, I'll leave you. I'm Thomas, this is To Nose to Human, and this has been a Medieval 2 American Rebels campaign. Thank you, and bye-bye. Have you heard the good news, my friends? Here's the good news! It's the Pope! Has the Pope ever done as badly as I'm doing as the Pope right now? God only knows. God only knows. Down goes the spoon of destiny. And there he goes! It took every last bolt we had.